So today I'm going to be sharing with you my everyday makeup look that I've been wearing very recently. And in my last video I wore it, and a ton of you guys requested me to do this tutorial, so I was like, why not? Because I've not done a neutral eye look in seriously forever, and I just have been kind of slacking on makeup tutorials lately, and I'm so sorry. So please forgive me. I'm going to be doing more neutral looks for you guys, and also any requested makeup looks that you guys have, so please post them as video responses. Not video responses, wow. Please post your requests as comments below because I need some tutorial requests as far as makeup goes. And I realized that I used a lot of my new Hot Look stuff that I just ordered because I'm kind of obsessed with Hot Look recently and like Rock & Republic makeup because it's just so dang cheap. So I'm really sorry if this is not accessible to you, but you can also just use what you have. Like, do not go buy every single thing that I'm using in this tutorial. I'm sure that you're bound to have like a brown eyeliner and a pink blush or just something like that in your own collection. So you do not have to go and like splurge. So the first thing that you're going to want to do, as always, is prime your eyes so that the eyeshadows stay on very long and are more vibrant. So the eyeshadow primer that I'm going to be using today is Urban Decay Primer Potion, just because it was closest to me when I was getting it in my drawer. So no special reason, but I like it a lot, even though the packaging completely wears off a lot. But yeah, so we're just going to take that, and you don't need a ton. And then we're just going to take our ring finger and gently blend that into our skin and bring it into the inner tear duct, and we're just going to take a tiny bit more and put it underneath our bottom lash line because we're going to be applying an eyeliner there. Okay, so the first shadow that we're going to take is Too Faced Totally Toasted Beige. And this is my absolute favorite inner corner highlight color because it just really brightens it up and reflects the light. So that is my all-time favorite. I always do my inner tear duct inner corner color first. I don't know why. Usually people do it last, but I like to do it first. So we're just going to take a little bit on a pencil brush. This is the Sigma E30. And I'm just going to put this about a third of the way onto our lid and bring it underneath as well. I like to drag it underneath my bottom lash line a little bit. Then once we have that, we're going to take our first neutral eyeshadow. So the one that I'm going to be using is Rock & Republic's Ammo, and I know you can't even see that, so I don't know why I show it because it's like a huge mirror. But this is what it looks like. Just a very unique color. It's kind of like a goldeny brown color, but it has some olivey reflex in it. I really like it. It's a very unique eyeshadow, even though it looks pretty much just like any other brown shadow. It's kind of comparable to MAC's Amber Lights a little bit if you don't have Rock & Republic accessible to you. I get mine on Hot Look, but if MAC is easier for you, then Amber Lights is kind of similar. So we're just going to take that on a flat shader brush. This is the E55 by Sigma. Just going to tap off the excess and start patting this onto our lid. This shadow is very pigmented, so you don't need a whole lot. Kind of like to pat it from the outside to the inside. And make sure that you bring it over on top of the champagne color a little bit so that it's not so like two colors, so it kind of blends a little bit easier. Then we're going to take a little bit more eyeshadow and lightly bring this up into our crease a little bit. And once you have that, you're going to want to blend it a little bit because it's still a little messy. So I'm just going to take my MAC, what is this? The 224 blending brush, any blending brush. And we're just going to gently, with light strokes, blend this up into, by our brow. You can bring this as high as you want, but the shadow gets gradually lighter. Once you have that, we're going to take our next eyeshadow and put it in the crease to kind of darken it up a little bit and add some more dimension to our eye look. So I'm going to be using another Rock & Republic eyeshadow, and this is called Wrath. And it's just a nice darker brown color. Still has some shimmer, but it's not like a glittery eyeshadow. I really like it. It's a little bit reddish brown. And I'm going to be taking my small tapered blending brush from Sigma. This is just like a travel size one, so awesome for traveling. You can use a pencil brush just like this. It's perfectly fine. I just like this because it's very pointed edge, so a pencil brush is not much different though, so you can use that as well. So I'm going to be taking that, tapping off the excess, and we're just going to apply this right into the crease, which is this line right here. We're going to be bringing it in a little bit that. And then putting some on the outer corner here. And lightly fanning some up into the crease. Now we're going to highlight, and my favorite highlight color is MAC's Naked Lunch. It's just a nice champagne-y peach color, but it's not as reflective as the Totally Toasted Beige is. This is a lot more light. This one is more subtle, so it's a nice highlight color. As we're taking this on a big shader brush, this is my MAC 227. Tap off the excess. We're applying mostly right under the arch of our brow, and then we're just going to drag the excess on the rest of the brow. You can kind of blend this with the eyeshadows so that it flows a little bit easier. Okay, so that is it for the eyeshadows, and now we're going to go on to the eyeliner. So first I'm going to take a MAC white eyeliner. This is Fascinating Eye Kohl. So it's just a white. I'm just going to put a little bit of this onto my waterline. Not a lot, because white eyeliner can look very fake on the waterline. If it's just like very white, it looks kind of fake. And I kind of like a light, more natural look. So I'm just going to be applying a little bit just to brighten my eye up and not make it look super white under there. Just like that. So it just kind of adds a little bit more light to the eye. And now we're going to put some eyeliner onto our bottom lash line under there. So I'm going to be using my Korres eyeliner in brown. And I have a video on these eyeliners, which I will link in the description box below, because I love these eyeliners and I got a huge, great deal on them. And I'm sure that the deal is still going on right now, actually, so you should go pick these up, because I don't know if it's like a permanent like offer. I'm not sure, but I'm just going to be taking this and putting this underneath our lashes, just a nice thin line. Doesn't have to be too dark. You could bring it in like almost all the way, but I kind of like to stop where my bright inner corner color ends. So we're just going to do that. And then to make it a little bit more smoky, I'm just going to be taking a pencil brush. This is a different pencil brush than the one I used earlier, but I just like to use one pencil brush for darker shadows and one for lighter shadows, but you can just use the same pencil brush. And we're just going to smudge this. You can use a Q-tip if you don't have a pencil brush. I also like to bring this up and create kind of a little wing at the bottom here. Okay. So that is all that we're going to do. You can also set that with a brown eyeshadow if you like. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. For this tutorial, I'm just going to leave it as it is. Okay, and then now we're going to line, I can't even find what I'm looking for. Okay, I found it. So we're going to take our Bobbi Brown Black Ink Gel Eyeliner. This is my absolute favorite eyeliner for making winged eyeliner. And a lot of you guys have requested for me to show you how I do my eyeliner, and I'm going to film this and put this as a separate video. Once you've done your winged eyeliner, then we're going to curl our lashes. I'm using the Shu Uemura lash curler as always. And holding for a few seconds. And because I'm so predictable, I'm sure that you guys can guess what mascara that I'm going to be using, and that is the Covergirl Lashblast Volume in Waterproof. I am obsessed with this mascara. I really need to branch out, but I love it so much. So we're just going to be applying a coat of black mascara. And then we're just going to be adding a tiny, tiny bit to our bottom lashes. So that is all you need. We don't want to go overboard down there because we already put the eyeliner down there, so we don't want it to be too dark. And I'm sorry that my camera keeps like blurring me and stuff like that, and I am so sorry. Okay, so we are all done with the eyes, and now we're going to highlight our cheeks a little bit. The highlight that I'm going to be using today is NARS Palm Springs. There we go, Palm Springs. And it's just a very nice golden beige highlight. This would look really pretty if you have more darker skin tones as well. I actually didn't even put this on earlier, so I'm just going to lightly put that on my cheeks. And I have very dry skin, so if you have oily skin, this one might make you look a little bit more shiny because it kind of does attract the light a little bit. But you can use a powder highlight as well. I just like to use that once in a while. And onto the blush, I'm going to be using MAC's Wonder Woman blush in Mighty Aphrodite. My absolute favorite blush of the moment, has been for like a month or two now. So, so pretty. I'm going to be applying it with my Duo Fiber F50 brush. And then we're just going to swirl this onto our cheeks. I love that this blush is really buildable, so you can get this nice light dusting of pink, and you can also build it up into a more rosy color. Okay, and then the last step that we're going to do is our lips. So the lipstick that I'm using is Cut a Caper from MAC. And a lot of you guys have been asking me for dupes of this because this was limited edition with the Tartan Tale collection over Christmas time. And I did go to MAC recently and I saw some that were like kind of corally, so you should go look. But yeah, we're just going to take this. I'm going to be applying it straight from the tube. So the lip gloss I'm going to top it off with is Rock & Republic's lip gloss in Imposter. This is the Luxe lip gloss. It's a very light color. It's actually very unique. It's like a very, very pale pink color, but it doesn't even look pink. It's just like a creamy color. So I really like this. It kind of lightens up the core a little bit. You kind of got to get a few swipes of this. Okay, so that is it for the finished look, and I hope you guys enjoyed. A neutral look has been so requested lately, and I do not blame you guys because I've not done a neutral look or even a tutorial in so long. I really need to get in the swing of things and do more tutorials for you guys because this is what my channel is all about, tutorials and stuff like that. So expect that. I don't know, I'm all out of breath right now, I'm sorry. This has been my go-to everyday makeup look, and I just love it. It's just very nice and subtle, but it also has more deeper red colors as well. If you have any neutral eye looks, then you should post them as video responses to this video below, and I will accept it so we can all watch them. And I hope you guys enjoy this, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!